That's right, and here's the man who's leading in it right now by 52 points, Tom Deeth, driver of the Miss Budweiser, the U1. George Woods Jr., Oh Boy Oberto, the U2. Scott Pierce, just 52 points behind in the Driver Championship and the Mr. Pringles. Wheeler Baker will be out in the Miss STROH Light. The Vantage Ultra, driven by Larry Lauterbach, could be the spoiler in this one. Miller High Life, Chip Hanauer would just like to take home a big win this year. The first alternate boat, Mitch Evans in the HOLSET Miss Madison.
And the first alternate, Mitch Evans and HOLSET Miss Madison, will get a start as the Miller High Life is dead on the back chute. Budweiser on the inside, Pringles, Vantage, and Oh Boy Oberto on the outside as we start the final heat in the final race of 1988.
It is going to be a great race, and here you can see Oh Boy Oberto trying to work up in position. You see the rooster tail as you look at those other boats to the right of your screen, and that is the Miss Budweiser leading down into turn number 1. Here comes Vantage Ultra. This is Larry Lauterbach out of Portsmouth, Virginia. Pringles is not dropping off the pace. He's going to hold it right in there.
It's the Budweiser off of corner number 2. Followed by the Pringles and the Vantage Ultra as they come down the back chute for the first of 5 laps.
This is the Drivers' Championship being determined in this one. 52 points is all that separates Tom Deeth and Scott Pierce. Right now, Tom Deeth is really pushing that boat onto the ragged edge on the backstretch here on Lake Mead, and look at how high he got. He's really got to maintain his attitude, and it happens again. This time he porpoises down. He's got it back under control, though, as he comes out onto the front straightaway. Tommy Deeth in the lead in the Miss Budweiser.
All the juices have to be flowing, Dick. He has about a 9-boat length lead over the second place, Mr. Pringles. About 11-boat length lead over the Vantage Ultra in third place as they dive down to corner number 1 for the second time.
Tommy Deeth has that boat operating beautifully, but as we say, you've got to watch wind conditions out here on Lake Mead. He's got to be very attuned to how that boat is operating in the changing water conditions, because a gust of wind coming up after he launches from a wave could be trouble. There's the second place boat, Mr. Pringles, Scott Pierce, and he also is having a bit of a rough ride.
Looks like a lot of rough water in corner number 3. 133 plus for the lead boat, Miss Budweiser. Back on lap number 1, here's your third place, Vantage Ultra with Larry Lauterbach. And boy, when that crew gets that boat tuned, look out next year.
That's right. This is a good tune-up for that boat. As a matter of fact, as they head to the off-season, if they want any problems solved out, they'll have plenty of time then to take care of them. But that boat is very much in contention right now. It is 4th place for Oh Boy Oberto, George Woods. He's had a very consistent day out here, running in 4th place now, probably just wondering if those turbines will hold up for the duration of the race.
He won the Miami race. He won the last race in San Diego, California. So Jim Harvey and crew, they've had a good year.
They certainly have, and they're getting ready now to look up on that starter's tower where they should see the green flag coming out momentarily. It is already out for the Miss Budweiser as she pops through the turn. The green flag for the final lap. Tommy Deeth knows now he has only got to keep that turbine cranking for 1 more lap around the Lake Mead course, and he will have not only the World Championship that he sewed up for the boat earlier in the day, he will have himself a personal driving championship, and that is something that will be very special for him. 5th place out there now is the Miss STROH Light. That is the automobile-powered engine. Here's the HOLSET Miss Madison. This boat was an alternate. It got the start when the Miller High Life went dead before the actual gun went off for the start of the race. So Budweiser coming home on the checkered flag lap right now on the back stretch here at Lake Mead.
He slowed it way down from 133 the first lap down to about 117 plus the last lap. Again, rough water in corner number 3. And he bounces through it as the checker flag is waiting for the first World Driving Championship for Tommy Deeth in his career.
What a great moment it's going to be. There's Oh Boy Oberto riding back in 4th place. George Woods has taken 4th place and held on to it. Here's Tommy Deeth. You can hear some of the applause and the yelling from the sidelines off the beach as he takes the win. Let's see about 2nd place, Vantage Ultra. Vantage Ultra, Larry Lauterbach came up and nipped Mr. Pringles for 2nd place. Larry Lauterbach, there you see Scott Pierce and the Mr. Pringles. He's got to be disappointed. Vantage Ultra coming right up at the finish line and stealing 2nd place away from him.
He shot off that corner number 4, and I think he surprised Scotty on the outside. So it'll be Vantage Ultra 2nd, Mr. Pringles 3rd. Oh Boy Oberto will finish overall 4th. The HOLSET Miss Madison is going to take 5th. Overall 6th will be given to STROH Light, although he didn't finish. He's dead on the back chute. We'll be back with a winning driver interview after this timeout.
A lot of emotion down in the Budweiser pit right now. Bernie Little in the white shirt, the driver, Tom Deeth. Let's go down there and join in the celebration.
Okay, hey, I got two happy guys here. The national champion boat and that national champion driver. Tom Deeth, great job. Bernie Little, congratulations.
Well, I would want to say just one thing, Lee. You're a real good friend of mine and a native Detroiter. You were the last Detroit national champion, and I'm very proud to say that I'm following in your footsteps.
Hey, thank you, Tommy. We're all proud of you, Bird.
Oh, yeah, well, gee, the crew, look at the crew. What a great crew we got. And Tom did a great job with Jim Cropfeld laid up for the season. And, God, how could you get two better drivers in the world than Tom and Jim? I mean, they're the greatest.
You got them, Jim. They're both good. Tom, a little rough out there. Seemed to get rougher the last couple of laps.
Oh, it was really getting bad the last couple of laps. I want to thank my wife, Judy, and my kids for putting up with me all year. Thank God it's over.
A little emotion holds back a tear, but a tear of victory, and who can blame him? The Budweiser Silver Cup final standings, Miss Budweiser the winner, followed by Vantage Ultra, Mr. Pringles, Oh Boy Alberto, Holset, Miss Madison. And the HFC High Point Trophy is held proudly by Tom Deeth.
He won it all out here today, and why not take a little celebration? Miss Budweiser wins in the HFC High Point standings.
And so 1988 comes to a close. The Unlimited Hydroplanes have completed their season, and it's been an exciting season.
Yes, it certainly was. As a matter of fact, watching the Budweiser out there winning it all, so to speak. 4 races out of the 9 this year. The Budweiser went on to the championship. Tommy Deeth, who took over for Jim Cropfeld after an accident in Miami in the very first race, was able to come out with the driving championship. An exciting year, but the Budweiser wasn't the only boat we were looking at.
No, sir. The Mr. Pringles. Jeff presents Mr. Pringles, if you will. And, of course, look forward next year to the Vantage Ultra Light. That's going to be exciting with the Steve Woomer team. I'm looking forward to, of course, seeing the Miller High Life come back to Chip Hanauer. He won't stay down for long.
I think that it gives us great promise for next year, too, Jim. I think we're going to see some new advances and some new sponsors and some new boats. It looks very promising and very exciting.
So, on behalf of all our staff, our producers, directors, our cameramen who have been on the ball, for Dick Crippen, I'm Jim Hendrick. So long from Las Vegas, Nevada.
The HFC American Hydroplane Series has been sponsored by Household Finance Corporation, America's financial resource. Merc Cruiser stern drives and inboards, way out in front. Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? Promotional consideration has been provided by Circus Hotel, the world's most unique family resort. Your one-stop fun spot. World-famous free circus acts, Midway fun for all ages, 2,800 deluxe rooms in RV Park. And by